What's going on, good people? It's your boy Mark, MetaGifts LLC, Simplified Astrology. Happy Wednesday, happy Mercury Day. I hope you guys are great. I bet you didn't expect 2 videos in 2 days, so let's go for it. So the reason I'm jumping on today is because tomorrow is the sign and season of Pisces. So shout out to all the Pisces before we get into it. I would do the shout outs list, but the whole video would just be names of people. So let's just jump into it. So I'm gonna pause for the cause. Shout out to Astro Finesse. If you guys don't understand why it's so vitally important to learn yourself and the world through astrology, go watch the other videos or go to simplifiedastrology.com, get your birth chart. You need to understand that even if you aren't a Pisces, you have Pisces in your chart. Every one of us has all of these energies. And until you have your chart, you aren't gonna know how, where, or why these energies get manifested into your life. Know thyself. So, Pisces, you can explain, categorize, classify a zodiac sign in a bunch of different ways. We, at Simplified Astrology, stick to 5 ways, keep it simple. Pisces is a water sign. Water corresponds to feeling, vibration, motion, energy and motion, emotion. So when we're talking about the elemental energies, we're talking about energetic components of the states of matter. We aren't talking about periodic elements on the table. So everything physically and metaphysically contains all of the 4 elements of spirit. You know, you've got water, fire, earth, wind, air, you know what I'm saying? So Pisces, given the fact that, let's say if you were born within this month, you're a Pisces sun, the sun being your conscious awareness, your conscious actions, being a Pisces, you will have a fixation and awareness of water energy, of emotion, of vibration, intuition. So as a rule, pretty much, every water sign is inherently gifted in the realm of psychic information. So don't get lost in the sauce. If you have a psyche, you are psychic. That means literally every one of you watching this video is psychic. You just don't pay enough attention to it to know that you are. Or this is just ringing and resonating and you already know that you are. So good for you. So Pisces is a mutable water sign. So we're talking about modes to the elements. So we've got 1, 2, 3, cardinal, fixed, mutable, GOD, generate, order, decay, respectively. So cardinal initiates, fixation fixates and stays steady. Mutable gets muted. You know what I'm saying? It adapts and it improvises and it gets ready for the next cardinal wave. That's the cycle. So whenever you are mutable water, adaptable water, you have access to all the vibrations of the world. Pisces is the last, but certainly not the least sign of the zodiac. They are aware of all of the vibrations, y'all. They're very mystical. If you know Pisces in your life, next time you see them, stare them in the eyes, y'all. The eyes are the window to the soul. So look them in the eyes. You might get lost in there because it's deep. It's deep water, I'm telling you. So we have duplicity. Duplicity is so important. So when we talk about duplicity, we're talking about masculine or feminine. This has nothing to do with gender or male or female. So this is expression or receptivity. Pisces is a feminine sign. It has a negative polarity, the receptive energy. So not only do we have water and emotion and mutability and access to everything, we have the feminine energy pulling the water in, okay? So this is why the Pisces can oftentimes get taken over by their environment. And that's why I made the video about programming your environment yesterday. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. It's very important. So because Pisces are so sensitive and so psychic, they have to protect their energy. They feel literally everything. They feel conflict, they feel peace, they feel love, they feel anger from the people around them. Pisces are natural born empaths. So that being said, and you can see this in actually a lot of different water signs like Cancer. And I mean, Scorpio just stays this way. But a lot of times if a Pisces is overwhelmed in the emotional realm, you might not see them actually. You're going to see them retreat. They're going to disappear. They're going to isolate. So the reason that is because when you're by yourself, you don't really have to worry about all the waves in the ocean, the people splashing the pool next to you. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. So when you tap into your own Pisces energy, isolate, meditate, connect with spirit. Pisces has like 1 foot in the reality of physicality and 1 foot in the spiritual world. Like the witch's tree, they stand in between. They see it all. They're aware of a lot of things that don't make any sense. And that brings us into the next classification. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is like the grandmother planet. If the moon is like your mother, Neptune is like the grandma. So Neptune is really far. It's the furthest planet from the sun besides Pluto, and Pluto's a dwarf planet. So we, go back and forth with the classification all the time. So Neptune is the creative and imaginative faculties of the mind. And this is big. So it's the higher faculties of the mind. Physical correspondence tells you everything you need to know about what a planet does and what the pattern of constellations do as well. And we'll break down the fish after this. So Neptune generates images. Your imagination is the nation of images inside your mental body, okay? So that being said, Pisces do daydream a lot. They physically dream a lot. The sleep kind of dream a lot because they have a connection to images and imagination and creativity. Music as well. The Neptune energy goes deep. But that being said, images created by Neptune can be enlightening or blinding. You can get lost in the light, so you got to be careful. So this makes Pisces prone to delusion, prone to self-deception, prone to escapism, because they can create a lot of negative circumstances for themselves, or they can accept negative imaginations and creations and programs from other people or their environment. So it's very important, if you are a Pisces or you got that energy heavily aspected in your chart, or you got that 12th house energy aspected, to make sure that you spend enough time alone, spend enough time journaling, spend enough time meditating so you know thyself. Because if you don't know who you are, how are you going to start and stop your boundaries? You feel me? Real shit. So corresponding house, we've got the 12th house. This is going to be the spiritual health. We're looking at the axis of Virgo. So the 6th and the 12th, they sit on an axis. So when you have the 6th house, this is your physical body, your physical habits, your health, your service, your skill sets, the things you're good at, physically speaking. On the opposite end with the 12th house, we've got spirituality, we've got imagination, we've got your dreams, we've got the whole entire world. We can't even really limit the 12th house with language because it encompasses things that are bigger than language. So when you isolate, this is you tapping into your 12th house. When you connect with spirit, when you pray, that's the 12th house. When you exit the physical reality and astral project to go to a different dimension. And again, don't get lost in the sauce. If you guys imagine anything, you're astral projecting. Me making this video is astral projection. And you listening to what I'm saying and then creating your own images and imagination and thought forms on it, you're projecting your consciousness to the astral realm, to the mental realm. That's astral projection. So literally you trying to argue with me and tell me that it's not astral projection is you astral projecting trying to tell me that I'm not astral projecting. So don't get lost in the sauce. You guys see I'm getting kind of trying not to get mad about it because I've had this argument so many times. So let's talk about the fish now. So anytime you look at the fish in the sign of Pisces, this is two fish swimming opposite ways. So it's kind of what I just said. We've got water and we've got conflicting emotions. This is emotional conflict in the sign of Pisces. This means I have my certain temperament, my own temperature of water, and I'm connected to the whole ocean. So you better believe there's different temperaments and temperatures of other people's water and different vibrations. So the real conflict comes in knowing where you resonate, knowing what you resonate with, and going towards that. Because a lot of people will try to knock you off track, especially when we're dealing with this Pisces energies next month coming up. So you don't want to get lost in the sauce. You want to make sure that you've got a foot firmly grounded on the planet. So if you are a Pisces, again, if you got that energy in your chart, connect with the Virgo side, mutable earth. Make sure you know how to bridge the gap, because as soon as you dive too far into that Neptune energy, you're going to be the one who's looked at as delusional or lost or confused or don't know what the hell they're talking about, or the one who has all the problems going on in their life. So make sure you guys pay attention, know the vibes, know the energy, know thyself. If you want your astrology broken all the way down, go to simplifiedastrology.com. I love you guys. Enjoy your Mercury day, and I will see you soon.